I'm Ben Margolis, the commercialization manager here at the Maryland Energy Innovation Accelerator. I'm going to explain to you what the accelerator is all about and opportunities specifically for inventors. So, high level, who are we? Well, the Maryland Energy Innovation Accelerator, or MEIA as we like to call it, is an initiative of the Maryland Clean Energy Center, or MCEC. Now, MCEC is a Maryland state instrumentality, which just means it's similar to TEDCO or University of Maryland. It was created in 2008 with an economic development mission to advance clean energy and technologies within the state. MCEC acts as a convener in addition to a program provider by hosting policy and educational events, as well as an annual conference. They bring together industry, policymakers, and institutions to advance the economic development mission. Now, MCEC programs have historically focused on providing access to capital for clean energy projects by using its bonding authority to provide a green bank service to public institutions and consumers in the state. But in 2019, MCEC took on more of an innovation-focused agenda and launched the Maryland Energy Innovation Accelerator, or MEIA, which is a venture development program that focuses on commercialization of climate-based IP developed at Maryland-based universities and laboratories. MEIA wraps substantial business resources around those technologies to build entrepreneurial teams and create investable Maryland-based businesses that can help Maryland achieve its climate goals. Now, just to be clear, MEIA is not a distinct legal entity, but it is an initiative of MCEC, and we do maintain a distinct brand and a website at mdeia.org. So, as to you, do you struggle with the amount of time that you have available to concentrate on commercialization or work on commercialization activities? Do you have a tough time finding potential CEO candidates or potential executives that you could potentially work with? Do you find yourself overwhelmed with the prospect of raising money and all of the other business-focused to-dos? Well, fundamentally, MEIA was founded to help you. So MEIA was formed to tackle the first valley of death, or startup formation. This is based on an article by the Rocky Mountain Institute about the 4 valleys of death in clean tech industry. The first valley of death, startup formation, entails team creation, market validation, and incorporation in order to spin out a company. Now, we're concentrating primarily on the team creation part, and we do support companies that are recently incorporated or just spun out, but we take the same approach, concentrating really on the team formation. At MEIA, we believe that teams create businesses. And so our activities are designed to facilitate the formation of higher quality entrepreneurial teams that will create and accelerate investable Maryland-based businesses. Now, where the rubber meets the road is how we make the team. We're bringing in business executives with over 10 years of experience to help support the commercialization activities and perform the commercialization activities. The goals of the business executives are to become co-founders of the company or get directly involved in the company. Now, by working together to achieve business-focused milestones over the 4 to 6 month engagement, our startup team members create relationships and build trust with each other that form the bedrock of a successful entrepreneurial team. So with that, MEIA makes it possible for researchers to move innovations from lab to market. MEIA's venture development program also takes a whole ecosystem-based approach to supporting our teams. As outlined in the previous slide, we match inventors and scientists with business executives, or as we call them, energy executives in residence, or EEIRs, I will refer to them as. For example, in our last cohort, we matched a methane gas to liquids technology with an executive from Shell, and they're continuing their engagement together beyond our program. We then approached the market for strategic partnerships to support and mentor those teams. As an example, One of our teams received a strategic sponsorship from Exelon Corporation to the tune of $25,000 to support implementing their wind turbine sensor technology in Exelon's fleet. And we also match them with support from our professional services sponsors, such as the lawyers, accountants, and marketing and branding firms. For example, we had all of our teams receive professionally designed PowerPoint decks and other marketing materials. And then along the process, because everyone is part-time, we provide program management, which is provided by myself, where we facilitate a curriculum of monthly seminars and hold weekly meetings to keep the group on track and accountable over the 4 to 6 month engagement. Ultimately, we believe this lays the foundation for an investable company with the team, the market guidance, and support to put a product into market. So here's our process. The first step here is exactly what I'm doing now. It's the outreach to the community. The second step is the important one, applying to the cohort. MEIA then goes through an initial qualification of the applicants, and I'll get more into the qualifications on the next slide. But after the qualification, we conduct a matching process with our EEIRs. This involves application by the EEIRs among our network, interviews and reviews of resumes until that selection occurs. And if I haven't made this already clear, inventors have a budget to hire these EEIRs, as well as support some initial commercialization focused activities. So the inventor selects and hires the EEIRs to work with them along the team. And the team then go together along the curriculum while also tapping into our additional resources throughout the ecosystem, including IP lawyers, accountants, as well as our program management and our strategic partnerships. Lastly, our teams then have the option to present to investors as part of our capstone event and undergo a go, no-go decision and ideally move forward together. So high level, who's eligible for the program? We're looking for IP coming out of Maryland-based labs, and this does include federal labs. A technology readiness level of 3 to 5, our TRL level. This basically means looking for something that has a bench scale prototype and potentially some initial field tests. Now, we do require a Maryland-based commitment. We are, after all, an economic development focused group. Lastly, the application should in some way address climate change or greenhouse gas emissions. So how have we done? Our feedback has been very positive. We have a net promoter score of 100, which we're very proud of. And I think it's summed up well here by the quotes from our participants, Nikki Mehta and Adam Landsman. Nikki said, "What an amazing program. MEIA provides exposure to the right people, processes, and tools for clean energy startups to test the commercial applicability of their products. MEIA creates a community of like-minded folks that are passionate about innovation, technology, and climate change." And Adam, who was a team leader and inventor for the Pulse IQ team, says, "The MEIA team helped us to better understand the path to commercialization and scale, and they provided us with the support to achieve it. We are now on a much better trajectory than when we started, and I couldn't be more grateful." So thank you, Adam. Thank you, Nikki. So we do also offer commercialization plan support. As you may or may not know, grant awards, including those from TEDCO, ARPA-E, Department of Energy, among other agencies, have a commercialization component. In the TEDCO MII, phase 1 awardees are required to put together a commercialization plan, or the other example being ARPA-E awards require a minimum of 5% dedicated to commercialization focused activities. And we support the commercialization activities as well as putting together a commercialization plan in the same way that we support our accelerator program, using the ecosystem-based approach and working within our EEIRs to support the teams throughout the process. And lastly, here's our team. We're led by Kathy Magruder, who runs MCEC. Kathy Magruder's background is in economic development and policy. She leads our interagency coordination and keeps us accountable. Brian is our director of the MEIA initiative. Brian is a former entrepreneur in the energy industry with a successful exit. And I serve as the commercialization manager working with teams throughout the process. I myself am a recovering engineer and a former entrepreneur with experience in various industries, and have been serving as a commercialization consultant for DOE SBIR awardees, as well as working with the NSF I-Corps program locally here. I've also highlighted a few of our EEIRs as examples, just to give an idea of their experience. They all have over 10 years of business experience, and they bring to the table industry-specific expertise and or entrepreneurial experience. As you can see, there are a range of company stages and industries ranging from Shell and GE to early stage technology startups. We pride ourselves in the network and our ability to bring the right team members to move a project forward. Ultimately, the hope is by the end of the program, we've put together the team, we have validated the technology with the market, and are working together to achieve commercial milestones to move the technology from bench to business. So for more information, you can visit our website here at www.mdeia.org/inventors for more information and to fill out an application there. Thank you.